Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be what the words of the narcissist meant then and now. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So I'll jump right into it. When you were in the narcissistic relationship, let's be real, you experienced verbal abuse. You experienced someone trying to tear you down, someone trying to act like they were better than you or they had more knowledge than you. You experienced gaslighting. You experienced stonewalling. You certainly experienced the silent treatment. These and so many other terms you will have to understand in the glossary, the definitions about the narcissistic abusive cycle. But I can assure you, when you were in the relationship in the past, you were listening to what this individual, i.e. the narcissist, was telling you, because most likely you were caught up in the trauma bond, or most likely you were being financially abused, or you were being supported by the narcissist, or you felt like you couldn't quite break free, so you tolerated the poor behavior. Again, many times you don't know what you are up against because you weren't taught Narcissism 101 in college. You weren't taught it. And if you were, believe me, you could have many tools, at least to understand what boundaries are. In other words, what toxic and or poor behavior should not be tolerated. You didn't have that sounding board back then. So what you did is you found yourself most likely isolated, you and the narcissist. Perhaps there were other people around you, but you experienced most of the abuse behind closed doors. And when this happened, their words, i.e. the narcissist words, they meant a lot to you because you believed in the false narrative of the mask. You believed in them. You believed that what they were telling you most times was true, or you would question yourself, in other words, your standpoint. So, example, if the narcissist told you A, B, and C, and you knew the answer was X, Y, and Z, you would still question yourself like, I'm not so sure. I thought it was X, Y, and Z, but I'm not sure anymore. And this is on purpose. Remember, the narcissist wants you doubting yourself. They want you believing in their words. They don't want you to keep your own identity. That is why throughout the body of these relationships, you become an extension of the narcissist. You become a pawn and a puppet, somebody to do things for the narcissist. Examples, again, maybe you paid their way. Maybe you bought them vacations. Maybe you sent them to school. Maybe you loaned them money. You bought them a car. Maybe you made them look good. Maybe you got them certain status into clubs or yacht clubs or events or beach houses in Mexico. Who knows what you did? But you did what you could to appease the narcissist. And this is all by design. Remember, side note, the narcissist never cared about you. Tough love, but it's true. They don't care about anybody but themselves. And when you are in these narcissistic relationships, you are believing that this individual has your best interest at heart and that they think like you do and that they want the best for you. Nothing could be further from the truth. We now know that. The narcissist wanted to consume you. They wanted you doubting yourself. And what the words that they mentioned to you back then, what they meant, they were foreshadowing the culmination, the ending of the relationship. Each and every time they would devalue you. You just couldn't see it because you were in it. When you are in these narcissistic relationships, you are basically existing in the narcissistic fog. You don't know if you're coming or going, what is good, bad, indifferent. You can't figure it out because to the exterior, i.e. the general public, the narcissist makes it appear as if your relationship is all puppies and rainbows. That's what they do many times. And then behind closed doors, you experience the abuse and the toxicity. That's why, example, let's use a barbecue as an example. Let's say you were going to go to a barbecue at a certain date or time. And when you were with the narcissist, well, you would go to the barbecue, and if you didn't experience a rage fit before the barbecue to disrupt your energy in your day, first of all, that was a good thing if you didn't experience, but many times you would go to the barbecue and the narcissist would be doing what? That's right, they would be looking for your replacement. And they would be scouring the room, batting their eyelashes, looking for unsuspecting individuals. And the whole time when you were at the barbecue, you're thinking like, what is this? Like, I just experienced a rage fit before we got here. I can't really enjoy myself. And this person who turned out to be the narcissist, they're having a great time. They are. Until when? Until you guys get in the car and you leave, you exit the barbecue. Then it goes back to normality, which is you again, most likely will be blamed for something you did or didn't do. But you see, during the body of the barbecue, no one saw the toxicity that you were about to experience before the barbecue and after. That's why this is a silent, insidious, dangerous, toxic relationship, the narcissistic relationship, that is. But what the words of the narcissist meant then compared to now and now, they mean night and day. What they mean now are simply reminders of the ability of another individual, i.e. a human/narcissist, that they have to try to take another person down. Keep this in mind. The narcissist, they need people like we need air to breathe. They need people to use as human punching bags, not literally, but I'm talking about they need someone to decimate, to invalidate, to make them feel less than, to smother their own identity. That's what the narcissist wants. And when you're in the relationship, again, maybe you got married, maybe it was a friendship, maybe it was a mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, neighbor, coworker, colleague, business associate, who knows? But when you're in these relationships, what the narcissist wants you to do is they want you to believe in the false narrative of them and the mask. They want you to believe in themselves. They want you to doubt your own wisdom, your own knowledge, your own experience. They don't want you ever to be separate from them. That's what they want. They want you attached to them, believing in them, not questioning them, doing exactly what they want, when they want, with whom they want. And the whole time they're expecting you to tolerate the poor behavior, the negativity, the gaslighting, the silent treatment, on and on and on. They expect you to just take it each and every day. And when you're in the relationship again and you don't know what you're up against, you do take it most days. You question yourself. The narcissist will disappear for a few hours/days on an alleged business trip. They will get supply doing something else. They'll come back and let's say that they start brand new and they're in a great mood and you're like, wow, okay, wasn't that bad? Okay, let's do it again. And then over time, these tiny little euphoric stages, they get further and further apart as your fuel source, your energy, gets drained more and more and more. And the words that the narcissist was saying to you back then, these things add up. The negative rhetoric from anybody over a period of time, it adds up. Think about this. Think about when you were a child. And my hope is you had a great childhood. But think about when you were a child. If you were told you can't do anything, you won't amount to anything, why even try? You'll never succeed. Just don't even try to attend college, things like that. That is not a way to build an individual up, is it? No, it's a way to keep a person squashed and to not realize that the world is theirs. It's a huge opportunity to take advantage of once you get the message. Those are the kind of messages the narcissist, those are the kind of seeds that the narcissist plants in your head. I told you you'd never be anybody without me. No wonder no one likes you. Your mom told me you would never be anybody. I should have listened to all my friends. So-and-so says this about you. That person told me that I'm too good for you. You'll never find another person even close to me. When they keep saying things like this over and over and over again, it beats you down. And that again is on purpose. The narcissist wants you really low, vibrating super low, so they can steal your energy. As I mentioned a few videos ago, remember, there's an energy transference between you and the narcissist throughout the relationship. They are stealing your energy. They're having you doubt yourself. They're having you believe in their words, not believing in your words. They are having you, they are not respecting your boundaries because you can't put one up, because if you do put one up, most likely you will be discarded tomorrow or experience the silent treatment until you apologize for something that you did or didn't do. There's so many different layers to this, but the point is that energy transfer is real. And the narcissist needs a source of energy, which was you for a period of time. My hope is it's not you any longer, and that you have your energy for yourself and you place your energy back within yourself and you put yourself as the priority. You come first, second, and third. Now, all of these things, what the words of the narcissist meant then compared to now. Now, if you reflect, let's say sometimes you're ruminating or thinking about the narcissistic relationship and you reflect about what the words that they said a lot of not good things. Then these were seeds of doubt and seeds of destruction planted in your brain. We need to unpack those. We need to understand the source where they came from, which was the narcissist. We need to not believe in these words. We need to understand that these were meant to tear us down. And now that we are away from the narcissistic relationship and or are looking to exit the relationship, there's no place for negative energy. There's no place for negative words. There's no place for people not believing in us. This is what the narcissist didn't want you to figure out. The narcissist wanted you to stick around as long as you could in that relationship until A, you figured them out, B, they could discard you and really do some damage, or C, you would stay in the narcissistic fog, which is where they wanted you existing. They wanted to keep you on the sidelines, not living your best life, but actually vibrating really low in their atmosphere while they were out gallivanting the globe, getting sources of supply from complete strangers, coworkers, apps, dating apps, social media communities, etc. But their words now, all they are reminders of how feeble and weak and what a coward and a bully the narcissist is and or was. That's what these things are. The words that they shared with you, they are not meant to be consumed. They're not meant to be given any credit to. They are meant to be listened to, acknowledged, recognized for what they're worth, which is nothing. Just like the narcissist, they're nothing but a hollow, empty shell. And understand that where the words came from. Did they come from somebody that you respect? No. Did these negative words come from someone that you trusted? So let me rephrase that you trust? No. Do they come from a place of positivity? No. Do they come from a place of building somebody up? No. Do they come from a place of abundance, growth, happiness, jubilation, excitement, fulfillment? No, 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 no. They come up from a place of destruction, manipulation, lying, gaslighting, the smear campaign, the silent treatment, stonewalling. They come from a petulant child who for a period of time bullied their way through the relationship when you were in it. So when the words of the narcissist, what they meant then and now, it's night and day. Now, there's a caveat here. Remember, if the relationship has ended for you recently, and perhaps this is the first video you're consuming, take your time. This is going to require a mountain of work to heal. You're going to have to break the trauma bond. You're going to have to understand what you were up against. You're going to have to learn what narcissism is. You're going to have to identify why you stayed in the relationship, how you got ensnared in the relationship, and that the relationship is not good. It never has been. It never will be. And also that the narcissist won't give you closure. That's for a whole different video. The answers to the questions you will have to come from yourself, from researching, from a qualified therapist, from journaling, from watching videos, from meditating, from experiencing perhaps the dark night of the soul, from healing childhood wounds, etc. It's a lot of work, let me tell you right now. And I'm not trying to upset or trigger anybody. I'm just letting you know it is a mountain of work. And if you want to get to the other side like I am, where I am, you will have to process these things and many more. That is for someone that the relationship is in recently. If your relationship ended months or years ago, I get it. And if you still aren't where you want to be at that mountaintop, that pinnacle of indifference, understand you still have work to do. You will do it. In time, in your time, you will do it. This is not a race. It is a marathon. It takes time. In your time, you will do it. But understand the words of the narcissist, what they meant then and now, they mean completely different things. When you were in the relationship, you were listening to the narcissist's words because you didn't have the education. You were believing in the mask because you didn't know they were a narcissist. You were trusting that that person had your best interest at heart. They don't. Now, post-relationship, you're understanding, wow, I really tolerated a lot. I did a lot in that relationship. And somebody was trying to tear me down. They were trying to really do some more damage to me. And they inflicted damage throughout the body of the relationship. They did. There's no doubt about it. But I've healed and I'm well on the healing path. And maybe I am at the pinnacle of indifference. Who knows where you are? My point is that don't give any negative energy don't give any negative words any of your positive energy. Don't do it. It didn't serve you then. It almost took you out and down for the count. It didn't. You're here on the channel. You're getting the wisdom. So slow down. Understand that you are abundant. You're beautiful. You're blessed. You are a bright, shining light. You have everything that the narcissist tried to steal from you. Again, they accomplished this task for a period of time, which was the length and or the body of the relationship. Now that you kick them to the curb, you're living your best life. And nobody will steal your energy ever again. Nobody has what you have. Nobody possesses the beautiful qualities that you possess. Certainly not the narcissist. That's why they go from person to person, business to business, relationship to relationship, stealing energy wherever they possibly can, stealing time, stealing money, stealing relationships, stealing empathy. That's what they do. And once somebody figures them out, boom, they disappear like a cockroach in the kitchen at midnight when you turn the light switch on. That's what they do. And then they look for another unsuspecting individual, and on and on and on. These are narcissistic relationships. We need to understand that the words, the verbal abuse that we tolerated, experienced back then, we didn't know what we were up against. We did not know it. Now we do. So now we are not people pleasers. Now we have boundaries. Now we can say the strongest word in the English language, which is no. Now we can understand we are the priority. Now we save our empathy and energy for those who deserve it, for those who appreciate it, for those who respect it, for those who will be in a reciprocal relationship with us. That is the message. So really understand what I'm sharing with you. The words of the narcissist, what they meant back then, yeah, you believed in the mask. I get it. I did too. We don't do it anymore. We now listen to ourselves, trust our instincts and intuition, and pay attention to red flags. And at the first glimpse of something that's off, boom, let's dig in a little deeper, figure out what's going on, and perhaps remove ourselves from that relationship, no matter what it is. Neighbor, coworker, family member, business associate, who knows? But when things aren't quite right and your spidey senses are tingling, there's a reason for it. It's because most likely they're not quite right. Pay attention to the red flags, pay attention to your instincts. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware. Understand you are the priority. You are an amazing individual. You are beautiful. And words are so powerful. The power of a word, it's so much stronger than in written form. If you verbalize a word, it's like 20 times stronger than if you read it. Something like that. I don't know the exact number. If you know it, drop comments below. But words can cause damage. However, words can also pick people up. They can lift them up. They can give them hope. They can give them purpose. They can help them find who they were meant to be, and they can pay it forward. So for all you newbies on the channel, God bless you. Stay strong. Continue to become educated. For all the veterans, please help the newbies out. Pay it forward. Remember, at one point you were a newbie too. You didn't know what was going on, just like me. Now that you're getting the wisdom and you're applying it, pay it forward. If not now, when? Everyone, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you. God bless you. Remember, you are not alone. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.